Turning to the war overseas and possible progress for Ukraine. Ukrainian forces say they've seized Russian tanks after taking back control of some of their territories.
Meanwhile, there are some shocking claims coming to light that some negotiators may have been poisoned during the peace talks earlier this month. And this latest round of talks have ended for the day. And while there is still no deal, Russian officials are calling them constructive.
Local 10's Alexis Frazier in the newsroom with more on this.
Ukrainian and Russian negotiators are sitting down face-to-face in Turkey for high-stakes peace talks. President Zelensky has outlined his vision for a peace deal. If Russia withdraws its troops to territories it occupied before the invasion, in return, Ukraine would pledge neutrality and not join NATO. The deal would have to be guaranteed by third countries, possibly including the U.S. But even as the negotiators begin those talks, the battle for the country rages on, with fighting around the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv intensifying. Ukrainian officials now say Russian troops have been driven out of the key suburb of Irpin, which sits along a major highway. Now families are reunited. 86-year-old Olga embraced by her daughter after fleeing the city. The mayor of Irpin said the fight for the city isn't over. We will defend it courageously. Irpin is Ukraine. President Zelensky warned his people that even if Ukraine counterattacks take back territory, it's still too early to talk about safety in this part of our region. In Mariupol, that critical port on the Black Sea, once home to 500,000 people, but besieged and battered for weeks by Russian forces, a humanitarian catastrophe has happened. The mayor calling for all remaining residents to be evacuated. In Washington, President Biden told reporters he stands by his outburst about Putin at the end of his speech in Poland.
For God's sake, this man cannot remain in power.
Biden said that wasn't a policy, but something personal.
I'm not walking anything back. The fact of the matter is I was expressing the moral outrage I felt toward the way Putin is dealing in the actions of this man. Just brutality.
With tensions so high in Europe, the U.S. continues to bolster NATO, sending 6 Navy aircraft to Germany, those planes specializing in electronic warfare jamming capability. In the newsroom, Alexis Frazier, Local 10 News.